Good afternoon, Postal family. How's everybody doing? My name is Saeed. Welcome back to the channel. What's going on this Sunday? Well, today's topic, what I'm discussing, the drug testing, the significant, strict drug testing is back in the Postal Service. We'll see. We'll get to all the details. But first, if you're new to the channel, My name is Saeed. Welcome back to the channel. If you like anything Postal Service, I'm your guy. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate all you guys, what you do. Keep giving me the thumbs up, smash that hype button. Appreciate all the communication as always. Thank you guys for all you do. All of you guys is why I do this. Thank you so much for everything y'all been talking about, all the sharing, your personal comments. Really means a lot to me from what's going on in your individual stations. I get a bigger picture. Thanks so much for that. Continue that always. Everything I say on here is from my views, my research. I don't speak on behalf of USPS Post Office in any of my videos. So let's get to the topic at hand. As you know, a couple of days ago, the news making waves, the drug testing back. We always knew the drug testing was there, but why is this story so significant? Let's get to the bottom of it. If you've been keeping an eye on Postal News or you're trying to get hired at the post office right now, a huge update just dropped. USPS issued an official HR memo stating that effective August 5th, 2026, the Post Service is officially reinstating pre-employment drug screening for all external hires. So why is this so significant? Now, if you've been working at the post office for a few years, you might be thinking, wait, didn't we always do that? Like everybody, that's the first thought that comes to mind. Well, on paper, yes, but in reality, not for a while. In this video, I'm breaking down the full details, why this is happening now, who it actually applies to, how the process works, and what it means for new hires, current employees, and the future of our workforce. Drop a comment, always, you guys do that anyway. I can't thank you guys enough. Let's get into the action. How we got here, the 4-year gap. To understand why this memo is such big news, you have to look at what happened over the last 4 or 5 years. Under Official Policy Handbook EL 312, Section 518, the Post Service has always required pre-employment drug screen. But back around 2020, during the height of the COVID, the hiring machine ran into a massive wall. Backlogs were through the roof. Stations were severely short-staffed, and turnover was spiking. To streamline hiring and get bodies through the door as fast as possible, management quietly paused or scaled back routine pre-employment drug testing for most non-CDL craft positions. So during the height of COVID, they got relaxed because there was so many shortage of bodies within the Postal Service. Right from under everybody noses, they paused that drug screening or the strict rules that apply to it, who passes or fail. They piled up bodies so they can get those positions covered. But now that all that COVID mess, thank God, everything COVID is over. Now these rules are opening up. Stuff is sort of speaking hitting the fan. Why is this rule so laid back? So this thing comes as everything is back to normal. The original drug testing before COVID even hit is back in regulation starting August 5th. For roughly 4 years, if you applied to be a CCA, an RCA, or mail processing clerk, chances are you got fingerprinted, did a background check, and went through the orientation without ever touching a cup. Well, that window is officially closing on August 5th. Management is shifting back to stricter pre-employment standards. Or I should say pre-COVID standards. Who does this apply to? Let's break down who this actually impacts, because there's a lot of confusion in the break rooms right now. First, external applicants. This memo specifically targets new hires coming off the street applying through the portal. Whether you're applying for City Carrier Assistant, CCA, Rural Carrier Associate, RCA, Mail processing, maintenance, or customer service. If you're an external hire, you will have to pass a drug test before your start date. Second, current career and non-career employees. If you are already on USPS payroll, this does not mean management is rolling out random drug tests for current workers. Current CCAs converting to career PTF or regular, exempt. RCS converting to full-time carriers, exempt. Clerks transferring crafts or bidding on new jobs, exempt. Once you're in the system, you aren't considered an external applicant anymore. What about rehires? If you're a non-career employee whose 360-day break in service just happened, or you resigned and came back within 90 days, you usually won't need a new test. But if you've been off the payroll for more than 90 days, you get processed as a brand new street hire, which means you're taking the test. How the process works, the medical marijuana trap. If you are applying, here is exactly how the process works so you don't get caught off guard. When you get selected, you'll receive a conditional job offer by email. Right behind that comes an email directing you to local contract lab like Quest Diagnostics, eScreen, or LabCorp. Here's the kicker. You usually only have a 3 business day window, 72 hours from the moment that email lands to complete your test. I think that's more than enough time. 3 days to go get a drug test done for a job you're seeking. You should knock that out the first day you receive the email. If you miss that window or fail to show up, your application is automatically canceled and you get hit with a 90-day bar before you can apply to any postal position again. Now let's address the elephant in the room: marijuana and state legalization. I said legislation. There's so many politics in so many people's minds right now. So, legislation. Okay, so state legalization. This is where a lot of applicants get tripped up. Over half the country now lives in states where marijuana is legal recreationally or medically. But remember, the United States Postal Service is a federal agency. Federal law supersedes state law every single time. Under federal law, THC remains classified as a Schedule I controlled substance. Having a state medical card will not protect your application. Living in a state where it's 100% legal will not protect your application. If THC shows up on that 5-panel test, the medical review officer, MRO, will mark it as a fail and your application is done. Why is USPS doing this? The two sides. Why make this move right now? If you talk to people around the post office, you'll hear 2 very different sides to this debate. On one side, proponents argue it's about safety standards and accountability. Postal work, especially out on the street, carrying mail or operating machinery inside a heavy plant, is physical and safety sensitive. Advocates say bringing back testing sets baseline standard before people take on federal responsibility, drive postal vehicles, or handle government property. On the other side, critics point straight to hiring crisis. Let's be real, the post office already struggles with high turnover in the first 90 days for CCAs and RCAs. Adding another barrier, extra steps, and strict screening in a competitive job market could make it even harder for short-staffed stations to get the help they desperately need. See, this thing right here kind of bothers me because, yes, you're saying that you will be heavily short-staffed, but to bring in somebody who can't even pass a drug test, you're putting yourself in a danger in itself. So if you think about it, so you might as well bring safer people. Okay, you'll have a few or less bodies here and there, but not everybody is going to fail that drug test. Now, I know a lot of stuff going around 2026, a lot of people doing this and that. We all know this, but there's still I'd say majority good people out there that will take the test knowing they will pass it. That somebody who has to hide something, why will they even bother taking the test? So you're taking out the bad stuff right there, and then only people who know they will pass it will come. But I could be wrong on that. Nowadays, a lot of people have done stuff, they have stuff in their blood, but still take the test, because they don't have a choice. They got to put food on the table, So if local management takes weeks just to process drug results, good applicants might just go take another job down the road while waiting. So, to summarize everything up, effective August 5th of this year, next month, pre-employment drug screening is required for external USPS hires. That means people coming off the street, not rehiring all that stuff. If you're on your break, 5-day break, you're still good as long as you're in the system. This applies only for the brand new people who will apply August 5th. They got to do all the legit drug testing that was held before the COVID pandemic hit. So to explain that, that's how it's going to work. It covers standard 5-panel screenings, including THC. Current employees converting or transferring do not have to retake it. State medical or recreational laws do not apply to federal hiring. I want to know what you think. If you're a current carrier clerk, mail handler, do you think this is a step in the right direction for station safety and standards? And if you're currently trying to get hired, how does this change your timeline? Drop your thoughts. I know you guys all do. Smash the like, all that good stuff. Thanks for all you do, guys. So important step Post Office is taking, bringing back the drug testing that was halted, I guess, when pandemic hit, COVID. All that stuff came, and a lot of bodies were needed. This silently was held, and it never was reinstated until now, 2026. They're going back to that format before COVID started. So it's going to screen out a lot of guys, I know, a lot of people. Because nowadays, there's a lot of stuff out in the streets, unfortunately, and people do things, then come apply and get in for the past few years after COVID, but now it's a different ball game. Starting August 5th, the original testing, it's 5 screenings, so anything and everything in your blood, and you take that test, is going to show up. So my advice, just don't take the test, man. I mean, I know you need a job, but if you know inside, you will know. The knowers and the people who are clean, they already know. So there's still good people out there that they don't mess with their systems like that. They're legit applicants. They will apply, take the test, pass it, and become career employees. As simple as that. And the people who know they've done stuff, it's a waste of time to take, because it's 5 screenings on this test, man. So anything and everything will be caught. So very informative information. This new drug screening drops August 5th. I just wanted to share that. Came across, it's going viral. So anything going viral, so you gotta catch it and explain to your audience. Always, as far as NALC, we got the convention coming up. I think in less than a week or a week. I know it starts the end of first week of August, I think. So APWU, we're happy about that. As far as any great news for the carriers, we're still in a holding cell. Mediation ended, as you know. Nothing was shared. It's a complete cricket, silent. Nothing gets shared from this guy, Renfro, man. Complete silence. Because he's not achieving anything. I mean, everything he does, few words here and there. He sits down, puts his head down, whatever USPS wants, they do with him, man. That's the situation we're in. So unfortunately, every time I wish I can give you guys some good news, but, there isn't any. So props to Mike Cariff, what they're doing out there, James Henry, fighting the battles, concerned letter carriers. We can inch closer to the, the new president as we can, man. We all wish that it can come quickly enough, get a new NALC president in there and fix things up. But like you all say in different comments, a lot has to do with who the president gonna be. A lot of you say everything is gonna stay the same. You gotta open your mind and at least be optimistic. A new person will definitely make changes. It's gonna take some time. They're not gonna happen overnight. And first, we just gotta get a new president in there, man, in that seat, man. Get this guy out of there, man. The things he's done for us, bare minimum, it's not gonna cut it, man. Teamsters, they're getting better and better. Yes, they're all their clients are in the private industry, but NALC can't be this bad, man. They gotta do a lot better. There's a lot of stuff needs fixing out there, and just matter of time, man. Matter of time. Count down, new president, get in there, fix everything. So this is it. Just this video was about the drug test, making waves, coming back August 5th. And I'll keep my eyes and ears open for everything NALC. You all know this. And we'll get back to you on the next take, guys. Stay good out there. Always, have all the cold drinks and the heat. Watch your back out there in the streets. Stay safe, guys. Take care. Mailman Saeed out.